Italy, world famous for fashion, fast cars, and food. So today I will make a turkey sausage frittata. Frittata, originally a term used for frying eggs in a skillet. The word frittata is roughly translated into fried. This dish will always make you a rock star when preparing for friends after a long night out. Let's grub. Well, with turkey sausage, you have choices. You have a roll, which tend to be fresh, and then you have the patties, which are frozen. Me personally, I like a nice fresh roll. So it'll be in your refrigerated section. I like it nice and firm. I like to check the date on it, of course. You know, that's key. The further out the date is, then the more fresh the item is that you're going to have. So it's going to be nice and firm. That way you can slice it to how you like it. Large pieces, thin pieces, whatever you think you might need at that particular time. Okay, so what I have here today is my ingredients for my turkey sausage frittata. Turkey sausage frittata with smoked Gouda cheese. Of course, we have the smoked Gouda cheese. I have my nice eggs, and then I have my turkey sausage. The other things would be just salt and pepper mainly, and that'll be it. So what I'm starting with is 3 whole eggs, possibly 4, I believe would do good for that. I'll mix them in a bowl here, get them ready. And while I'm doing this, I can get my pan ready for my sausage. These are my 4 eggs. Now, I got this recipe from cooking at work one day. They came across the menu. It was like I said, a turkey frittata. As long as I've been in the industry, it was kind of new to me, so I was a little intrigued by it. It came off with turkey sausage and the smoked Gouda cheese. And I had already been hip to the smoked Gouda cheese. I love the smoked Gouda cheese because it has a nice mellow, smoky flavor, because Gouda cheese is already a great cheese to work with. So what I have here is turkey sausage patties that we cook in the pan first. Sear them good on both sides. As you can see, I sprayed my pan, even though it's non-stick. I still like to spray so it doesn't stick at all. So we get these going over medium-high heat. That works well for me and should for you. In the meantime, I'm going to be whipping my eggs, because basically you're just scrambling them. You're just making scrambled eggs almost, because a frittata, like I said earlier, is what, to put it in layman's terms, is a quiche without the crust, basically, because it's going in the oven. You're going to bake it and let it set up real nice. So as you can see, we got the turkey sausage sizzling here, and that's what you're looking for. You want to hear that sizzle and kind of brown it. That way it brings out all the flavors of your meat, with the fennel seed in there and your salt and your pepper, probably a few other herbs that it has that they use to make it with, which all counteracts and makes for a very good dish. Get my eggs out of the way here. So next, what I like to do is take my smoked Gouda and I like to slice it, because it comes well. Then you're gonna slice it into strips or dice, fine dice. I like to keep it thin as I can, so that way it melts very well inside the egg mixture itself. So then do it in small squares, and you can hear that turkey sausage sizzling away over there. Okay, and that's what you're looking for. Looking for that sizzle and making sure it cooks well on both sides. With turkey, it's a white meat, so it cooks well and you get that smell. I chose turkey sausage for its health benefits, lower in fat content. It's a lighter meat. What is it? The other third white meat, if you want. But I like it. Like I said, it still has a lot of flavor because turkey sausage uses the same ingredients that they use in pork sausage. So your fennel seed, salt, pepper, things of that nature. So it still has that breakfast feel to it. So you get a little bit of, you kind of get the best of both worlds with that. Look at that. So I'm smelling this turkey sausage and it's real good. Making me hungry. And I hope, too bad we don't have smell-o-vision like everybody talks about. Y'all missing it because you would be hungry right now. But that's the key right there. When it starts cooking, I like to start with a hot pan. And once it hits the pan, it sizzles. And you watch that smoke come up. And then the aroma just lights the room up a little bit. And then you cook it on both sides. It starts to sear. You give it a couple minutes on each side. Then when you flip it over, you got that nice brown on one side. Then the other brown comes in on the opposite side. You cook on both sides about the same 2-3 minutes. And the smell, you'll get to know, it lights the room up. You'll get that fennel that flakes in the air that's in the sausage, the salt, the pepper of what it's already seasoned with, and that lights it up. I mean, I love it myself. Then you know you're about to have something good. So this is what we're going for. You want it nice and brown on both sides. That way it kind of seals in that flavor. And we're just about done with this part here. So we can turn these off. Now with your turkey, take it off. Man, I missed the sizzling of that sound that this sausage made already. So all you're gonna do is slice it nice and thin, just like it is. Okay, let your tongs be your other hand. Whereas you don't even have to touch it. Then we're gonna give it a nice little rough dice. There we go, just like that. Okay, a couple of more. Want even pieces, but okay, as long as it's going into what you need, which is gonna be muffin pans. Actually, my first time was at work currently, where I'm working right now. We came across the menu. I was a little green to it, believe it or not. I had heard about frittatas, hadn't really experienced one myself. So when I saw it being made, it caught my eye. What I'm going to make for you will be a turkey sausage and smoked Gouda frittata. Smoked Gouda is an excellent cheese, and it's mellow and aromatic. Kind of nutty, but definitely smoky. That's why it has a smoked Gouda flavor. And it's amazing. So it's almost basically a frittata is a quiche without the crust. So you're baking it, you whip your eggs, you add your ingredients, and you can put it in a ramekin, things like that, maybe high, about 2 inches high, and you bake it off in the oven. Okay, so you bake it till it's nice and done. Just firm to the touch, and when it comes out, you have your piece of good breakfast, definitely. Now this is an easy way to do these when you have a few company. Brunch, and you get more than one at a time. If you don't have the small ramekins, that's fine, nothing's wrong with that. So what I like to do is put a little bit of each into the bottom of your muffin pans here. Okay, a little bit of turkey. It spreads evenly throughout. There we go. And this is going to be some good eating, I'm telling you right now. Get all those little bits. I don't want to leave nothing on the cutting board. Just what I can wipe with. And you take your egg mixture, make sure it's whipped real good. Now, some people do, and excuse me, maybe a little salt and pepper just to tighten up your eggs with. I like that flavor a lot. Give me some fresh cracked black. Can't go wrong there. There we go. Give it another nice little mix. And just after that, you pour it almost halfway because, believe it or not, eggs rise. Mainly the key is to making it cook all the way. I had pulled it out too early, and I thought I was about to serve it. My time was running out on me. So I had to pop it right back in the oven and let it firm up a little bit because, you know, when you're serving for the public, some people like the eggs soft, some people like them hard. But with that, you got to make it just right. In between, not too hard, not too soft, kind of right in the middle where everybody has the same texture and they can still roll with it and eat it like they like. If not, some people who like it a little hard, then you give them the option where they can pop it in maybe the microwave at work or something like that, and they can give it a little longer time. But for me, it was almost a disaster, but I corrected it and cooked it to where it would needed to be. Okay, looks like we got enough for 4 here. We'll make it like that. The other 2 will be just a little extra, but that's fine. Put that there. Then on top, going with this smoked Gouda. Man, this is some nice cheese. The way it melts, the way it tastes, the flavor. When you hear smoke, sometimes you thinking, what, they just put it on the grill? Nah, they didn't put it on the grill, but it's a process that they use to give it the smoky flavor. And if you ever in the grocery store and you see smoked Gouda, you'll see the rind of it is a little more brown than the rest of the cheeses that you've come to know. Okay, so we put a little cheese. I like extra cheese. I don't know about anybody else, but the more cheese, the better for me. So I'm going to go with everything. No need in holding on to cheese. It's waiting to go in. All right, evenly throughout. Okay. Sorry about that. And we give it a little press in. Make sure everything's covered. Just as is. As is. Man, this is about to smell up the kitchen, I'm telling you. And then it goes into your oven here. We got it already set at 350. Okay, we're going to give it a little time. You want to keep your eyes on it. Temperature set at 350. Should take roughly 20-25 minutes. We're going to take a quick break, and after that, we'll be back with more grub. Welcome back. Now today I'm making the turkey sausage frittata with the smoked Gouda cheese. Okay, it was a recipe I got from my job. And when I first made it, it was a little intimidating, I'll say. I got all the ingredients together, I got everything right. Then I put it in the oven and it was getting close to service time. So I had pulled it out thinking it was enough time. And just as I was about to put it down for service, I looked at it, gave it a little touch, and lo and behold, it was still a little soft on the inside. So I'm thinking, oh, here we go. So I had to pop it back in the oven and let it firm up a little more. That's the key with a frittata, a quiche, things like that. Whereas in you have to make sure that middle gets nice and tight and done. Some people, well, a lot of people do not like runny eggs when it's supposed to be baked and nice and firm. I know I don't. I don't know about anybody else. So that's the key with that. Even you can give it a toothpick test where you push it down in and it comes out clean. That means it's ready. Nothing else, no ooey gooey or nothing loose like that. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a look and see what we're looking like right now and check on our eggs. Oh man, I smell it. And it's rising like I said it was. Let's see what we got here. Give it a touch. No. A lot of times it'll push back to firmness when you're cooking it. That way you know it's almost ready. So right now she still needs a little more time in there. Like I said, it's gonna be excellent. It's good as a brunch extra sometimes. Just, you know, you wanna do something a little different. Get tired of the same old scrambled eggs with cheese and bacon and things like that. And with a frittata, man, you can put anything in it. Anything. I'm telling you, I could have dropped some tomatoes in there. I could have dropped some onions in there. I mean, it doesn't matter. Smoked Gouda cheese just happened to be one of my favorites. You can do any cheese you like. Mild cheddar, sharp cheddar, blue cheese even. But just Go on what you like, what you prefer, something you think your guests might like if you're serving it for that Sunday brunch. What I'm looking for when it comes out the oven is I want it to be nice and lightly browned on the top. Then as you cut into it and bite into it, you want the nice moist texture of your turkey along with the nice mellow smoky flavor of your cheese, which is that smoked Gouda, which I love very well. And that's what I'm looking for. So when you cut into it, you got a nice firm egg. You can see the cheese melting on the inside and your turkey, which will be right at the bottom. Okay, so what we have here is the nice frittata that is cooked nice and brown on top like I was talking about. And you have the cheese, which is bubbling up from the inside out and is oozing. And you can see where you have your turkey sausage. The bits of those, the brown bits of those are popping up because as the eggs rise and cook, the turkey sausage rises also. So what we're going to do is we're going to plate it up for you real quick. Get it on a plate. Look at that cheese. Look at that cheese. I love it. I love it. And you can always use a muffin tin. That helps. There's another one. See how it's browned on it real good. There's a third one. And then this is the fourth. So you tell me that wouldn't make for a good brunch special for you one day. And I am going to slide them over. And I'm going to give you a slice and let you see what one looks like on the inside. Okay, look at that. Look at that right there. See how your turkey sausage is in there? Then the bits of your cheese, even the brown rind of the Gouda cheese peeks out because it looks extra brown. But that's just nothing but extra flavor that's in there. Okay? And then with a little touch of salt and pepper, so I don't know about you, but I won't try this. I'm sorry. Like I said, the turkey sausage, the smoked Gouda, melting very well. It's going down my stomach real warm right now. But excellent. So like I said, you can plate this anytime when you want to take a break from a traditional breakfast. Add something new to it. Put it in your menu. Put it in your repertoire. Surprise your boo with it. Who knows? You got plenty of options to go with this. And like I said, goes well with a nice glass of mimosa, orange juice, Bloody Mary, and things like that. So it's always a great idea to have. So what we did today was make a turkey sausage smoked Gouda frittata. That was started out with turkey sausage, which I prepared in a skillet, browned on both sides, chopped into small diced pieces, with a smoked Gouda, which I chopped down into small pieces also. And then, of course, your scrambled eggs that we had basically. Scrambled those, salt and pepper. Then what I did was place your turkey sausage in the bottom of your muffin pan. And then you add your egg mixture on top of that. And then finally, you add your smoked Gouda cheese on top. Then pop it in the oven, 350, 20-25 minutes. Let it get nice and brown and bubbly. This makes for an excellent brunch item if you're thinking about doing a home brunch maybe, because sometimes you don't find things like these out and about when you go, but it's definitely something good to add to your repertoire. I would suggest it highly. Whether you need a jump start to your day or you're ending a long day, frittatas will make your day. Great ingredients are keys to happiness and making everything just right. Get your grub on.